The Prinz Eugen review in 3 minutes or less. Pros. Prinz Eugen has a very large hit pool for a Tier 8 cruiser. In fact, her hit pool is one of the largest for any cruiser in the game, with 45,000 hit points. That's more than the Tier 10 Zao and most of the Tier 9 cruisers. Eugen's citadel is located below the waterline and she has torpedo bulges, which can reduce torpedo hit damage by 10%. Also helping the Prinz is a high shell muzzle velocity of 925 meters per second, allowing for high accuracy with her base range of 17.5 kilometers. Armor-piercing rounds have an excellent alpha strike damage of 5,900 damage per shell, which is above average for a cruiser, and even better than some of the more antiquated battleships you might find unfortunate enough to wind up in a high-tier match. Eugen also has 2 triple torpedo launchers, along with decent AA and the ability to select the hydroacoustic search consumable, providing it with decent anti-destroyer warfare capabilities. Its premium camo provides 50% bonus training for captains as well. Cons. Eugen's citadel is very large and fragile. This isn't good when you take into account its massive surface detection range of 14.9 kilometers. Complicating things is the inability to fire from stealth, regardless of build. Most of Eugen's armor is only 25 millimeters thick, which means it's easily overmatched, which complicates things even more. Torpedo range is short at only 6 kilometers, and the ship's top speed is a respectable but not exceptional 32 knots. The turning radius, while not horrendous, is still 770 meters, which can make maneuvering a challenge. The Prinz Eugen is almost identical to the Admiral Hipper in every way. Zoop's take. This ship is the Hipper. No, not figuratively or metaphorically. Literally, it's a Hipper. So why put it in the game? Well, the ship has a history. Don't they all? Should you buy it? Personally, I enjoy the Hipper. I enjoy German cruisers in general. As I have the Hipper, I likely wouldn't buy a clone. We're not talking Scharnhorst Gneisenau sisters here. We're talking Dolly the Sheep straight up clonage. However, if you don't play German cruisers and want a high-tier cruiser to cruise around in, sure, go for it. It gives you a good trainership for captains as well. For those of you who are strapped for cash and are grinding the German cruiser line, there are better ships to spend your money on. For the collector and the casual player, the Prinz Eugen might be worth a look for sentimental value if you have the cash laying around.